Phone calls are certainly nothing new, but with artificial intelligence evolving right now at a rapid rate, they're becoming harder to decipher. 13's Madison Bickley's here tonight. She spoke with a local woman who almost fell victim to an AI-generated call.
Yeah, David, Dorothy Fry received one of the scariest phone calls of her life a few weeks ago from who she thought was her grandson, except it wasn't him.
I was no doubt at all that it was my grandson when I started talking to him.
Dorothy Fry answered the phone in mid-December to a voice calling out for Grandma. It was a voice she knew all too well.
It was my grandson's voice. It even had a little giggle like he has. And he said he was going to pick up medicine because he had COVID. Then he went on that he'd had an accident, he'd rear-ended somebody, and that he'd been taken to jail.
Except her grandson James was at work the entire time. Dorothy grew suspicious when the caller couldn't answer her questions, then hung up.
He said he wanted to keep it just between us. That was a little bit weird.
Denise Groney with the Better Business Bureau says to listen carefully to their voice and always ask questions.
It's always a good idea to have a sort of question or perhaps a safe word that you can use within your family. So that way, if one of these phone calls is made, as the receiver, you can ask one of these questions. And that will give you some information as to whether or not you are actually talking to a family member.
Groney says the scammers want you to panic, but it is best to check all of your bases first.
When it's their voice and that's all you have to go by is knowing their voice, well, it's scary.
The Better Business Bureau says that if you do receive a phone call like this, you need to immediately call that person and anyone else who would have information on them. Melissa?
Good reminder, Madison. Thank you.